Okay, good morning everybody. It's Mike and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. We're having a conversation this week about the 5 D's of real estate, right? We started it off yesterday. The 5 D's of real estate are death, divorce, diamonds, getting married, diplomas, and diapers. And they call it the 5 D's of real estate because these are the reasons that people move. These are life changes and they cause people's housing needs to change. So when you hear people talk about the real estate's going to crash or it's the death of the real estate agent or any of that crazy stuff, it's always negative, isn't it? It's always negative. It's always very dramatic. But here's why it's not true. And it's not true because the 5 D's. When people say stupid stuff like to me, I go, okay, well, which of the 5 D's is going to stop happening? People are going to stop dying? People are going to stop getting divorced? Well, that would be awesome. People are going to stop getting married. People are going to stop growing up and graduating from school and going out and starting their own adult lives and creating households. People are going to stop having sex. Which one of those 5 things is going to stop happening? And none of them are going to stop happening. The world keeps turning, and the business that we're in, one of the really bright spots about it is everybody needs a place to live, right? So here's my point. When we're creating our marketing message, how do we focus it? Now, today I'm going to pick out one of the 5 D's. Let's talk about divorce today. And I'm going to give you an example of how another company does this. But then I don't want you to do it that way because it's too expensive. There's a law firm out there that advertises on the radio. The law firm is Cadillus and Associates. And some of you may have heard their radio commercial. And it goes just like this. I can do the radio commercial because I love this. My wife gets mad at me because she thinks they're condoning divorce. I don't. I think they're like the janitor. They didn't make the mess. They're helping clean up the mess. But in any event, I don't really care. What I care about is the nichiness of their marketing message. And it goes something like this. The commercial comes on and the spokesperson talks like this. Are you a man going through a divorce? Are you concerned about access to your children? Are you concerned maybe about your financial assets? We're Cadillus Associates, and we understand the unique perspectives of men going through a divorce. Now, I love that message. I don't love it because of the product that they're representing. I don't love it because they're preaching about divorce. I love the nichiness of the message. See what they're saying? Yes, we're a law firm, but we only do this kind of law. As a matter of fact, within that kind of law, we only represent the guys. We don't represent the women. And I'm not really sure if my wife doesn't like the message because of the negative tone of it or because they're only representing the men. I don't know. But I love the message. I think it's great marketing because, well, I'm not going through a divorce right now, and hopefully I won't. So if I wasn't interested in the marketing angle of the whole thing, the commercial would be completely irrelevant to me. But if I was going through a divorce, my ears would perk up. All of a sudden the message has meaning to me. And in that case, well, if I'm not going through a divorce, Cadillus and Associates doesn't care whether I pay attention to their commercial or not. They're only trying to reach people that are. Right. And it's a very specific, targeted, niche message. Now, I said before, I don't want you to do that. I do not. I do not want you to focus on one of the 5 D's. I don't want that to be your target audience. Well, diapers, I could focus on first-time home buyers. No, you can't. Death, I could focus on estate sales. No, you can't. And the reason why you can't is it's too big and it's too broad. Well, seniors, Mike, I'm going to focus on the seniors market. Yeah, you're probably not. Well, why not? Isn't that a legitimate target? It is a legitimate target, but then you've got to tell me about the hundreds of thousands of dollars you're willing to invest in your marketing campaign, like Cadillus and Associates did, who are investing over $250,000 in their marketing message because it has to go out and hit 7 million people in the metro Atlanta area to get to the people, to the guys that are going through the divorce. And I don't know many of you that are prepared to spend a couple $100,000 on your marketing message this year. Maybe there's a point in the future that you could build up to that level, but you don't do that now, right? Okay, so then, Mike, if you don't want us to do that, what are we talking about? We're talking about this. In your message, that so many of you say, well, I don't know what to talk about. You talk about the 5 Ds. And you're doing that to the people in your personal network. And hopefully you're building your network every day. You know my opinion. You need to add 10 new people to your personal network every day. When you go to bed tonight, you need to be able to say, I know 10 more people than when I got up this morning, and they're in my CRM, they're part of my network now. And then within your message every day, you stop putting the highlight, the focus on you, the spotlight on you. You stop that. You stop that with the vanity pictures, with the booty shots, with the look how pretty I look today, look at this big, great life that I'm living that's better than yours. You stop all that crazy shit and you start focusing on the 5 Ds. So, is your family growing? Do you need more space? Look at this house that's for sale. Something like that. Is your current life situation changing? Do you need a little less space? Do you need different kinds of space? The 5 Ds are life changes that go on for people. Everybody in your network is not going to care about that specific message, but some people are, the people that are going through that part of their life change. And that's what your message is about every day, folks. Not how hot and pretty and sexy and great you are and your life is. Not that. About you shine the spotlight on other people and the problems, issues, worries, and concerns that they're having and possible solutions. And that's where the 5 Ds come in. Each day, if there's 5 work days a week, there could be more, but if 5 days a week, your message ought to cover each day one of the different 5 Ds. Gosh, I hope that makes sense, because I'm really tired of hearing people say like, well, I'm going to be a luxury specialist. No, you're not. How are you going to do that? How are those people going to know about you? How are you going to reach them? Because if you're not prepared to create a gigantic budget to market to 7 million people so that you can get to that target like Cadillus and Associates is, if you're not prepared to do that, then you need to mix up your marketing message among the 5 Ds each day to your personal network. And that's how you do it at a reasonable cost. But it's going to take action, it's going to take effort, and that's why we got to get out there and make it happen for ourselves today.